The function f models the intensity of an X-ray beam in numbers of particles in the X-ray beam t millimeters below the surface of a sample of iron. According to the model, what is the estimated number of particles in the X-ray beam when it is at the surface of the sample of iron? So, when it's at the surface of the iron, t is equal to 0. And when t is equal to 0, that means this exponent is 0. And anything to the power of 0 is 1 times. 500 is 500. Sorry for the pause there. The graph of the rational function f is shown, where y equals f of x, and x is more than 0. Which of the following is a graph of y equals f of x plus 5, where x is more than 0? So, they give us the graph here, and we just have to see which graph is moved 5 times up. So, how we can do this is, we can look at a point 3, 3, and it would be 8, 3. Sorry, 3, 8, 3, 8. And we'll just look. And 3, 8. So these are the correct answer. Given equation relates to positive numbers p, n, and c. Which equation correctly expresses c in terms of p and n? So this one is just like order of operations, really. I recommend you just solve it on paper. Let me solve it on paper too. I'll explain my method. So p divided by n minus 19 and it would be D. The length of each edge of a box is 29 inches. Each side of the box is in the shape of a square. The box does not have a lid. What is the exterior surface area in square inches of this box without a lid? So this one is just surface area, but it would be 5 sides. So 29 times 29 for the area, and then 841 times 5, because it's 5 sides. Sorry. What is the sum of solutions to the given equation? This one you can obviously plug into decimals. I recommend this, like everyone recommends this. Yeah. And we'll just zoom in. Be negative 9 plus 26, 27. Negative 9 plus 27, and just for checking, let's check here, 18. That would be 18. What is the value of 92 pi over 3? So in case you don't know your unit square, or just like forgot, because that happens sometime, you can obviously plug it into decimals. Sorry. And we'll just do that. And we'll find an answer that matches. It's obviously negative square root 3. It's a negative. I was thinking it's A or B. I plugged in A and it matched. Which expression is equivalent to 42a over k plus 42ak, where k is over 0? So what we can do for this one is we can use decimals. 42a. Just plug in the whole equation. And okay. I'm thinking it's C or D. Let me type C in first and see if we get 600. And it would be D. The graph of the given equation is a circle in the xy plane. The point AB lies on the circle, which is the following is a possible value for A. So instead of completing the square and finding everything, or I mean plugging it in, what we can do is just graph it on Desmos. Right, just graph it on Desmos. We'll see which x value can lie on the circle. And that would be negative 14. Sorry. A right rectangular prism has a height of 9 inches. The length of the prism's base is x inches, which is 7 inches more than the width of the prism base. Which function v gives the volume of the prism in cubic inches in terms of the length of the prism's base? Sorry, I'm really bad at pronunciation. So it's really a mouthful. What we have to take away is volume is height times width times length. So 9 times x, Evan, which is 7 inches more than the width of the prism base. So if you want to get 7 inches more, it's subtracted. So length is x, and width is x minus 7. Some students get confused with C. C and D. They think C is the answer. And the last question. Function f is defined by f of x equals a square root x plus b, where a and b are constants. Xy plane, the graph of y equals f of x passes through the point negative 24, 0, and f 24 is less than 0, which of the following must be true. So what we know is there can't be a negative number in the square root. And what they're saying is when you plug in negative 24, you get 0. And thus, it has to be D. Because if negative 24 is plugged in, B has to be, if negative 24 is plugged in for x, B has to be more than 24, because there cannot be a negative number in the radical. So guys, this is the end of the practice test module 1 easy. Coming up in my channel will be module 2.